this either. And I'm gonna turn you off because you're gonna.
Yo, this is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
What's coming in?
this right here. So, yeah,
Mhm. Go ahead.
this, this right here.
Hold on. Yeah, it's coming in.
Yep, that right there. That right there is coming
Yes.
in. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm doing something I've never done before as a self-respecting barber. Well, I shouldn't say that because maybe the colonizers told me this. I am, I am letting it grow all the way down. I'm
Yeah.
keeping this cleaned up, but
Yeah.
I've never not outlined the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
You see me? I'm not. The next time that I shape, I'll get the line. But this sucker, I'm going. I'm going. Yeah.
No, no, no. I'm not doing this either.
Oh, you're not doing none of this either? No,
Nah,
I'll
that's
keep
what
it.
I'm saying. I'm trying to see what happens if I,
It'll
if I,
come. Now mine will come all the way down here if I let it.
yeah. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah. Make we do it.
It's on.
Make we do it.
Exclamation 212. How much points? Yeah. So hey, Nikki, how are you both? How are we both, Quest?
We're doing good. We're
Yeah.
doing good.
If Quest says we're good, we're good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing
Yep.
good, baby.
Especially if I got this right here.
Yes. Make we do it.
I got this.
What do you have?
This.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that shocked them. Yes.
I have
You get that piece of electricity in your behind. Shock.
yeah. So what's up, y'all? Salon is on. What up? Call it water. Good up. What up?
What up? What up?
My Zoom meeting is canceled. No, it's not. Yeah, so we're just waiting for my man Quest to do his postings
Yes.
and such.
Yes.
And at
Y'all
that
should
point,
know.
after that point, or at that point, we will get our ways underway. So I bet you if people just watch like first time and they come on at this time, they're wondering, like, why do people watch them? They're not talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who don't stick on long enough to see?
Yeah, they're like, what? What?
And we might need to change it up, dude. We might need to just go straight to video then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they love the back, you know what I'm saying? The
I
back
think,
door
I
stuff.
think, I think people like, I think people like it. But then, the people who are coming on fresh, like
The first time, like,
the hater ones, though, not the regular ones, because the hater ones will be like, click. But
they're chatting fart. Nah, joke.
what?
They're chatting fart.
Mm-mm. Yo, do you realize that if plans had gone the way that they should have, I shouldn't say should have, as we had expected,
Mm-hmm.
you would be we you would be in this same place with me right now while we doing this. I just
Right
realized that.
today.
Like right now.
Yep, today.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh,
All right. So for those of you joining us for the very first time, that's Quest over there looking like he cold. Why are you so bundled up? It's cold?
yeah. I mean, hold on. Um, yeah, the temperature dropped down. B.
Ah, sorry. Oh, that's why you're growing your beard, because it's that time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Okay, so that's Quest over there looking cold, and this is me over here, just being me.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna sound like we know what we're talking about in just a little while. And when that is the case, that means that we are actually the Marriage Kings, and not just two dudes talking on the video. And yeah, we'll put on our alter egos,
Yes.
and yeah,
You don't know.
yeah. Nikki says she liked this time, Quest.
No, sir. Me none of the cool thing.
Not that time. Talking about the time.
Oh, this time. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Share and share alike. Yes.
When you say alike, are you saying like one word alike, or you're sharing likes?
Share and share alike. Like one word alike. You know,
Oh.
that's a funny thing. Our parents always used to say that, and it's just something that you say. I don't even know the fullness of what alike means, share alike.
No, man, you're supposed to share and others should share too. So that's what it means.
Oh.
Like one word. But I'm just wondering, like right now, when you are sharing, when you now Quest
Yeah.
with the five Digglers join on, like that right there.
Yeah.
Like, are you sharing likes
No,
because
share
you like the video?
No, share everybody else to share too.
Okay.
Yes. You have to share like everyone else.
Like everyone else.
Yes.
Okay. I understand it.
Every smarty.
Hold on.
Hold on. We need to go here and let it go. All right. Yeah, we can move now.
We can move now.
We can move.
Now.
No, we can't move.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it, baby. That's it.
All right. So yeah, we're about to go live, y'all.
Nicole says she's freezing. I feel you.
You literally feel that, Quest?
I feel you. I see what she said. And with the 3X, I feel it with her.
I don't.
In the nighttime 40-degree weathers, I'm not into that.
I don't feel it.
I are not into that.
I don't feel jack.
Yeah, I know you don't feel jack. Crosses.
Oh, yeah. Before this goes off the rails, we are about to begin the actual program, y'all. So
let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch this screen to something else before Quest and I have a little problem with ourselves here in our connection. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this button, Quest, and ask you to please be quiet on the set.
To it. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up? It's your boy Quest, and welcome to another episode of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. I'm your host with the most, alongside my man, my man, L. David Harris. And MC.
What up?
Yeah. I'm just feeling myself today. That's all that is.
Yeah, man. Somebody got to do it.
Yep, somebody got to do it. I'll leave it to faith.
Class is in session. Thank you.
Class is in session.
Keep the faith.
Yeah, keep the faith. Yeah, keep the faith, man. I love that girl, man.
Word.
Girl. For real. I just want to express a certain level of gratitude. I know we do the marriage thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise you, I remember the first time I did it, and I remember, and not remember. I'm looking at how it looks now. It's night and day, bro.
Word.
There is something to be said for those who operate by principle, practice, and policy. For those who live within certain guidelines. When you don't live your life with no boundaries, it can be really dangerous and really detrimental to your sanity.
True.
Yep, I'm telling you. So when we do this, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and say it. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, like for real, D, when you've been to Jamaica and you come back, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing that nobody, like when you come to the States, ain't nothing nobody here could tell you about Jamaica. Why? Because you lived it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You've been there. Let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing you could tell me about when marriage go awry or gnarly. Been there, done that. And I can tell you where the dips, turns, and everything else is and how to get back. And I'm telling you, it's not that I married the perfect wife. It's that I married somebody who's perfectly imperfect. And she married somebody.
That sounded deep.
And she married somebody who is perfectly imperfect. Mm-hmm. And we just keep forgiving one another. And keep working through the, you know what I'm saying, the difficult times of so shouts out to Faith Green. Keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith of our fathers. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Love her like cook food. I'm talking about love her. Shit, we might be able to squeeze another baby out of this. Psych your mind. Not another one.
You said squeeze another baby?
Out. Yeah, we might be able to squeeze another one out. You know what I'm saying? All this love fest going on up in the ears.
I like practicing.
Yeah,
like we gonna do that.
Yeah, as we said at church, we used to praise. Now we just worship.
Let's not do that and say we did.
Yeah. I ain't making no joke though. Yeah, I'm done. Psych your mind. I'm done with that. Yeah, I promise you, man. I'm done, D. When I say I'm done, I'm done. Last night we was downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Me and her just hugged up on the couch trying to take in a little program, right? And the two of them upstairs before bedtime, I'm talking about, you would think it was a herd of cattle up there across the floor. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, hey, what's going on? It's Mason. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And they blaming one another. But in the same breath, it's a joy to be able to hear those kind of, you know, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, it can get on your nerves. But
I'm sorry,
part, man. I'm thanking him. I'm thanking him for it, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shouts out to Faith, man. Love you.
But keep the faith. I got a question though.
Yeah, come on.
How are you so sure you done?
No, I'm done, B.
No, how are you so sure?
Unless the God of heaven, the universe, and everything else decides that we about to do this. And I'm telling you, I'm sure because I'm about to go get snip. That's how I'm sure.
No. You're about to. So you're going to take a break until you get it?
No, I'm not taking no breaks.
Okay. I was just curious. I know it's your business, but you put it out there to say you done. I was like, how you know you done?
I'm done, B.
Yeah. Well, I'm done too. Yeah. I'm done too. You know, Simone zip up and lock off and done.
We used to zip up and lock off.
Yeah, I actually saw the picture. That's how advanced we got, B. Like 6 years ago, the doctor showed me the video, the picture.
Yeah.
Of the cauterized tissue.
Yeah, we lock off things.
And I was like, yo. And so the other day, Simone is in premenopause.
Yeah.
Right? Oh. And so something didn't go so right with the periodic thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like the periodic thing? Like
absolutely.
The timing was off, right? And so Simone was like, should I go get a test? I was like, a test? No. You know, to see why is it late. And I was like, what are we, teenagers doing something unsanctioned? What you mean by? Yeah. And plus, I seen the pictures. It's cauterized. This is not, right? And she was like, but it's late.
That means the dance is done.
And I was like, well, if we getting a miracle, I'm hoping it's a girl. Like, right? And then look, why one day we praying for in worship in the morning, she prays something related to not wanting that to have happened, right? And I said, I'm not saying amen. When she was done, I literally said, I'm not saying amen. You know how disrespectful that is for me to say, Quest? You know how people say, and they're done with the prayer and they say amen. And I said, I'm not saying amen, right? And then when the thing came, she started dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? Why are you dancing? Right.
Yep.
It's funny. Anyway.
Yeah.
She was dancing like we were doing something unsanctioned as teenagers or something. She was dancing like, I'm so glad it came. And I was like, oh,
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
The life of older folks that are married, man. Like I'm with her though. I mean, we made the joint decision.
Yeah, no doubt.
To be done. But dude, I still didn't get my girl, man. So I was just like, well, if it's gonna be like this, Lord, if it's gonna be a miracle, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I'm done. Shouts out to Oliver. What's up, Oliver Marcel?
Yeah, Ollie, what up? I see
DFV.
that.
Yep. Shouts out to him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'm telling you, yeah, I love that girl. Let me tell you, man, it's been really blissful. And I'm saying, D, not because we don't go through challenges, we go through difficulties. We don't always see things eye to eye, but it's the way that we handle the difficulties. It's the way that we have these conversations. Like, you know what I'm saying? She takes time with the kid. I could be a bit much sometimes.
Too enough. You too enough?
Yeah, I can be enough sometimes.
Okay.
I can be enough. As they say in Jamaica, you're enough. Yeah, I can be enough sometimes, but I mean, like for real, there's a certain level of patience that she and as the same I have with her, you know, because she's a turtle.
We're people, man.
Yeah, you know.
That's it. That's
but you know,
it.
sometimes as people though, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, you don't embrace the differences of other people. You like comfort zone. You want everybody in your circle to be like you. I don't like that because then there's nothing for me to learn. What is there for me to learn from you?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me neither.
Wow. We celebrating the differences, man. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What up? What's up, girl? What we talking about? Like,
man, shouts out to Breathe University. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Come on, guys. I'm telling y'all, like, this is a place to be. We're living in a day and age, man. Like, it's the information age. But I don't want us to get information just for the sake of information, right? Because you can have information and not do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying, D? You could be constipated with information, right? And just be a loudmouth for no reason. No, I shouldn't say no reason. But I'm saying all that to say information applied changes situations. And we are a part of probably one of the dopest communities out there in the game. Like for real, if you want something for your children in terms of school days, check Breathe University. If you want personal development, check Breathe University. Matter of fact, a good large number of our listeners, and as I'm looking at the you know what I'm saying, the chat room, Isaiah Alejandro,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, is a part of that group as well, man. And we out here trying to change the lives of people. It's much more than just a community of people who want to go to the next level. It's a family of people who want to go to the next level. So yeah, man, if you, this for real, if you're trying to go to the next level in whatever it is that you're trying to do, stop by this URL for me, www.breatheuniversity.com. November 4th is Take Control, I believe, in Cali, if I'm not mistaken.
San Diego.
Yep, San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. And then December 2nd, live and direct from Planet Brooklyn, where your boy is from. You know what I'm saying? It is the Ignite the Dream. Starting the whole set off is my man Inky Ink Johnson. Yeah. One of the most dynamic speakers. And let me tell you something. If you want motivation, that's one of the dudes you might want to check.
No,
real talk. And then closing up is the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Eric Douglas Thomas, aka E.T., the hip hop preacher, aka extraterrestrial.
That's how I do.
Yeah, if you want tickets and you want to be in the building, D, just tell them, man, stop by etinspires.com/events. And the one that I love with everything I got, just join the room. I'm excited.
Word. Who that?
Faith of Our Fathers. I'm excited.
Keep the faith.
Yeah. I might be borderline whooped. I don't care though.
Well, there's something wrong. We need to borderline do another program if you didn't reach over the border yet.
Oh yeah, you got to say borderline though, because you don't want to feel like, you know what I'm saying. You know the man in you. I think you brother, you booked. I'm like, anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you booked.
I got 17 years in. Maybe you didn't get.
Maybe yeah.
Get yours yet.
Give me a couple more. Give me a couple more.
Okay,
on the low.
No
she know though. She knows what the deal is though.
Oh, I know she know, cause listen, we could be on the program now. She ring the phone. You gonna pick it up, bro?
Oh, I'm picking that phone up. You best believe it. She called this phone right now.
You finished the program. I got a call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up, man? That's why you're together.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So yeah, guys, if you want to book, go, and you want to be in the building, like I said, you want tickets. I'm telling you, if you're in the Brooklyn area around December 2nd, if you're in the San Diego area around November 4th, trust me, you want to be there. etinspires.com/events.
Word. All right, y'all. So let's get this done. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/marriage. With more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or your MP3 player. I don't know what that one would be, but whatever one you got, we can help you. And let's see. Today, we're going to recommend that you recommend something for us and put it back in the feed. I don't understand it, Quest. Only Nikki be responding half the time, man.
Mm-hmm. And I got books, man.
You got books?
I got books. I'm looking at my thing right now. The 1 year devotion for couples. It's the publishing company is 1 year. Love Language Minute. You know, that's Gary Chapman.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a number of them up there. I got up there.
Yeah, man. So y'all go ahead and hit that link, audibletrial.com/marriage. Get your free audiobook, whichever one you choose, and come back to this feed on this day, October 18, 2018.
Yeah.
And let us know what you picked up.
Yeah.
And maybe
they need to be reading a book. You married a year, 3 years, 5 years. You haven't read a book on marriage yet or gone to a marriage conference. Don't let me find out. I see you. I'm gonna clap you.
What he means by that is, yeah, let's get it, man. What are we talking about today, man?
I believe it's how to hold on to your man. Is that what we decided it was, D?
Yeah, it's actually a command.
Yeah.
It's a command. It's a command. Watch this.
Yeah.
The command is to.
Yeah.
Hold on to.
Yeah. Hold on to
your man.
Hold on to your man.
Yeah. Yeah. Because real talk, Quest. This is not a threat, and I'm not trying to speak about it in that way. I'm just saying the reality is, if you don't, somebody's waiting to do it.
Ooh.
And for me, it's not a threat because I don't have eyes looking for nobody to do it. I'm just saying, this is what happens. It's something that happens, and God forbid you're married to somebody who's on the fence. And I understand that could be an issue. But if my man is on the fence, then don't push him over. Don't
push him.
Yeah. And I'm not putting fault on anybody. I'm just saying that, we talk a lot because Quest and I are dudes, and I find that we're heavy-handed on guys, Quest, because I don't know, for our different reasons, we're heavy-handed on guys. I've been a woman advocate, probably because my mom and my sister brought me up, and I, I don't really talk a lot to our women about, things that could be helpful to the brothers.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we got to kind of balance the thing out before it gets too far down the line, man.
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We when we talking about this thing called marriage, we usually talk about it from a divine perspective anyway. And let's just keep it 100. The responsibility is not equal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I believe that we got a heavier responsibility on our head as heads of the family. Because he gonna where's the one that I blessed you with? And the kids too. Where are they?
There you go.
Right here. He's not coming to ask the wife that. He coming to ask you that. Yeah. So yeah.
But in the meantime.
Yeah. But in the meantime, in between time, yeah, man. This how to hold on to your man thing is real. There are a lot of, and I'm just gonna say it. And it's not just women. It just so happens that we just talking to the women today. But like for real, sometimes people can be really miserable.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying, D? To the point where, like, for real, nobody don't want to be around you. You're just miserable. You always finding something to complain about. Instead of looking at what you have, you're looking at what you don't have. Instead of looking at what's good, you're looking at all the things that are bad. You could have 50 things that are good and 2 things that are bad. You're looking at the 2 things that are bad. You know
That's
what I'm
not
saying?
good.
No, that's not good. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? What is it? What does the word declare, D? That it is better to deal in the corner of a roof.
Yo, I actually saw a dude do that. I actually saw a guy who made up a room in the back corner opposite on another floor opposite where the wife is on the floor
Below.
two floors below. And when I saw it, I actually laughed. It wasn't funny. It shouldn't have been funny, but it was so poetic because my man actually skated to an alternate corner 2 floors away, bro.
Yeah.
Just to get a little peace, man.
Yeah. Just for a brawling woman. Yeah, like for real.
Yeah, you don't want no cantankerous woman.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? But then there's some prerequisites too. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that I add that in there, you know, for the fellas. Like don't do foolishness to put your lady in a crazy space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true indeed.
Sometimes we want to, you know what I'm saying, D, like, oh, she's just miserable all the time. Well, dude, if you continue doing that thing right there that you're doing, she's gonna be miserable. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's not the direction that we heading in this morning. Like there's some who just
see how we always come back to that, because that's where we at in our mindset. But let's give him a little. Let's flip the scales down a little bit, balance it out.
Yep, I'll receive the message if you play the sender.
Yeah, I mean there are a number of things, but one thing that I do know is that men don't like to either be nagged or feel like they're being nagged. And notice I split it down the middle, because sometimes it's not actually nagging, but I think part of the thing that wives need to recognize is the interpretation that happens inside of we do either way, but the wife needs to understand how the thing is interpreted. Because really and truly, sometimes if there's a lot of input, I'll call it input, because like our son Josiah the dude does not stop speaking, bro. Like he takes enough breath to push out some more words, right? And so, like, because I'm a melancholy, like I'm the opposite. Y'all see me on radio, you know, doing this and other programs, so it seems like I'm actually a talker, but that's because you see me doing the thing like I'm supposed to be talking. But naturally, I just want to chill, like. Boy, and my man is firing the input. Bah, 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 bah. And then there comes a point where I start to kind of wilt and close up because I can't actually manage the constant input, because my brain doesn't know how to kind of handle it, right? Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of cute. It's kind of funny when it's your child, because, you know, you're all ears, right? But what if the input is not a child, it's a grown person, and the grown person's your woman who you love, your wife who you love. And really what the input is not her thoughts and her feelings, the essence of her that she's communicating through speech. It's not that, because there's no level of that that's too much, right? Yeah. But what if it's instructions? Like, what if it's instructions? Do this, do this, do this, don't do that. Why you doing this? Do this, don't do that. Why you doing this? Do this, don't do that. See, Quest want to shut off the audio now. Why you doing this? Don't do this, do that. So one of the first things that our premarital counselor, Pastor Henry Wright, told Simone and I was that neither of you are the other one's parent. And so
real talk.
The constant instruction, bro. And the thing about it is, like for instance, I'll make up something that's sort of, it's nothing. I'll make up a nothing scenario. A nothing scenario is you two are in a vehicle, right? And the end of the road is not a bridge out. There is no end of the road, and your destination is wherever it is, 20 miles away. You know how many ways you can get to somewhere 20 miles from here? Right? Yes. And so you're in the car with your 2 hands on the steering wheel, paying good attention. You know,
that's Holy Ghost. So I know where you're going with this.
You actually do know where you're going, right? I mean, literally, you actually do know where you're going. Now, let's say you know where you're going, but you do get confused and you don't know for a second. But at the end of no part of this road or journey is there a bridge out or a fire, like a tractor trailer fire. But you're just going right. And then now, because maybe in, your dear, lovely wife's mind, there is a better and alternate route to wherever you're going. And what if she doesn't like the route you're taking? And she has the input, the constant input. Why you not going this way? Why you making a mistake and going that way? Why you going this way?
Yep, I know
And
it.
it's like, dude, is the bridge out? Like, is there a car explosion? Like, are there people on the end, like masked bandits with AK-47s waiting down this road? Like, why can't we go this way? Because in your mind, it's not appropriate. Like, what happened? Like, is it a sin to go the way we going?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But in her mind, she's just like, I'm trying to give you, and of course, this is a stereotypical television scenario, but she's trying to give you the right way, quote. And it's like, but why is that? It's not morally right. So why the constant input?
Yo.
Right. And I'm going to get to a bigger one when you're done, Quest. I got a big one that's a real one.
Yo, I just need to, let me tell you something real quick. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. And I love my boo, but she does it to me sometimes too. Like, why you didn't turn here? Why you didn't go here? You know what I'm saying? I love it at that. But she does that sometimes. Like my way is not a good way. Like her way is the best way. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's a better route, but is there a car fire ahead? If you go,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, what's the problem?
Yeah. But see, what I realized in the differences, and this is the reason why I embrace it in her. This is why it pays to know your spouse and the temperament and the personality of your spouse. Like, faith is everything, structure and logic, and it has to make sense and all of those different things. So in her mind, when she's looking at ways, or this is the best route, right? But sometimes GPS ain't always the best route. Sometimes you might know a little backhand route that'll get you to your spot faster, right? But because it doesn't compute that way in her brain, it's okay. And sometimes I'll just go ahead and take her route. Why? Because I can. But for those of us who don't, I just feel that, like, for real, there's some of us who have a certain level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Not that we're smarter than you, but we're emotionally and relationally sensitive. So our antennas go up and we know, like, okay, we this is something that we could battle through. But because we're emotionally and relationally sensitive, we're like, okay, now let her rock with this one and just go. Because here's the
I don't know, Quest. I don't know about none of what you're talking about, because that's just a scenario.
Well, that's just a scenario, but it does happen though. Although it's just a scenario. But what ends up happening when you're not sensitive to those things, what ends up happening is it becomes a drainer.
I need you to notice, I need you to note the subject matter this time.
Yeah.
Because I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of brothers that are actually clapping, applauding, because they feel like, I'm not saying they are being nagged. They're not necessarily being nagged, but they feel like they are. And now they have shut their minds off and shuts their brains off.
Yep.
Because they can't receive any more input.
Well, that's who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to, those who don't have that certain level of, what is the word that I'm looking for? They don't have that certain level of understanding. You may not want to nag him, because really what the nagging does, is it turns into draining. And you drain somebody. You know that? Okay.
Yeah.
So every night I plug this up.
Yeah.
Right. When this go dead, it's of no use to me.
Yeah.
And some wives, that's what you're doing to your husband. You're draining him.
Yeah. And it's nothing serious. We ain't even talking about the heavy stuff. It's just little stuff. Like, if you find that the dude is crawling into a corner, then make an adjustment. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's justified for doing it. I'm just saying, if you want to kind of not go there with him, then just, kind of.
But it's important nonetheless. And I know we talking about light stuff, D, but that's the gateway. You know what I'm saying? Like, he go to work every day, and there's a group of people that he go to lunch with, and it's about 7 of them, and 3 of them are female, right? And then there's that one who always You know what I'm saying? When she goes to when they go to the place to go and eat, she's the one who always brings him
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah.
You done move from mature talk to like she gonna serve your man.
No, but I'm saying it's the beginning stage, right? That's how it starts. But some of us, like for real, we feel like we got to talk to our spouse in a certain way because that's the only way that you're gonna get results. Like, yeah. And little do you know, he may be doing it, but he's doing it begrudgingly because he's like, man, let me just go ahead and do it so she get off my head, right?
Yeah.
Then when he goes to, not that the grass is greener on the other side, but just because
it's not.
Because it's not. Exactly. But just because this particular person, when they go out to lunch, they bring him his drink, bring him this, you know what I'm saying? They talk to him in a certain way. Attentive. And you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the gateway.
Yeah. All right. Here's another one. It's related to the same thing. Now, for me, I don't have, well, it doesn't matter what I have or don't have as a problem in the house. It's not about Quest and me. We're not talking about us in this scenario. So you have no need to write our wifely Congress people like to say that we talking about them because we're not, right? Mm-hmm. So let your husband be himself.
Yo, Faith said that's why I weighs. I can't stand.
What does that mean? I didn't know what that meant, so I didn't say nothing.
It's an app that they use. You know, it's a GPS app now where they tell you where the police are and it recalculates routes for you and all of that stuff. She's like, that's why I weighs.
So let your husband be himself.
Yeah, no doubt.
And when I say that again, I hate that we got to qualify everything, Quest. Like, what kind of world we live in? We got to qualify everything. Yeah, when I say let him be himself, I'm not saying give him a pass when he's nasty, mean, disrespectful, you know, doing evil stuff. But the essence of who he is, like, let him be that. Like, don't try to change him. Even if he's whack, like if your husband's whack, you can't change him to unwhack. You can make a contribution, you can supplement, you can compliment, you can pray, you can do all kind of stuff, but you actually cannot take up a screwdriver and a spanner or a hammer and actually change this.
Pause. Did you just say spanner?
Yeah, man, a spanner.
You're such a Jamaican. Go ahead, continue.
You can't do it. You cannot do it. So if he's who he is, like for instance, you have a child. Now you're pregnant and the time has since passed. Mm-hmm. You've dilated 9-10 centimeters. You have pushed, or you had a crash C-section or a planned C-section. Baby is in the air, out of the womb. Mm-hmm. Now you have this baby, right? I have seen, like, I happen to be like a really good child care person, bro. But I have seen clumsy men. When I say clumsy, I don't mean clumsy like, oops, drop the baby clumsy. Whoa. I mean, like, these dudes look really out of sorts.
I think if I drop Faith, baby, she'd divorce me.
Well, she should. No, I'm just playing. But I'm just saying, like, there are some men who are just not naturally that way, which is quite fine. It is what it is. You can't help what you are, who you are, right?
No, right.
But here's the problem, man. I've been in environments where I've seen that, right? And I see women line up to tell him what he is doing wrong with his baby. No. I'm not talking about hanging the baby upside down. I'm not talking about feeding the baby Cheetos. I'm not talking about stuff that actually hurts a baby. No. I'm saying stuff that may be awkward, may be weird, that even Dave, I would absolutely not do. But I'm like, does it hurt? Does it harm the baby? In some way, physically, emotionally, spiritually? No. Then let him be weird, man. Like easy, like get off his back. Like, he's not going to say it to you unless he's trying to be foul or disrespectful. So I'm going to say that because we're not talking to anybody directly. Like, get off his back. Like, let him be himself.
Absolutely.
And because this is what you're going to get if you don't. You want to know a consequence if you don't? Yep. Then he going to say, see that baby, huh? Here.
Yep.
For you. And then every time the baby cries, take care of it, mommy. Every time the baby needs cuddling, take care of it, mommy. Then you're going to be down the road like, why this dude not doing his part? Because you're on his back every minute.
Yep.
Every time he wipes the baby from left to right, you upset. Now, I understand if it's a little girl and you're wiping after, a potty mistake, in the diaper, there's some sanitary things you got to take care of. But if you're not talking about something that matters, like leave him because you do not want him to fully surrender the baby to you and it just be on your back. Because by age 2, you're going to be vexed. So just let the dude be himself. Let him make his little awkward, I don't even call them mistakes, but weird, awkward ways that he might do what he does. And it'll be a benefit to everybody if you just don't ride him when he does weird stuff.
But more, I think that's just something that's in human nature, and I see it more prevalent. I shouldn't say I see it more prevalent. I see it in relationships on the woman's side a little bit more. When people first getting together, D, and you know how they talking about, well, he got this now, but I could change that. No, you can't.
It never works. It never works, bro.
No, you can't. You will drive yourself insane thinking you can change. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes,
he'll act different for a second if he's amenable to it, but he's not going to be different.
No, and after a while, if you keep pushing him, like he could be the chameleon of chameleons and adapt to every situation, but keep pushing him in the corner and see what happens. He'll turn into a silverback on you quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah, it's not good for anybody.
Yeah, no, but like I said before, it's a drainer, and who wants to be drained? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just speaking from a husband's perspective, D, I'm trying to charge Faith up. Like, for real, I'm trying to keep her at a level where she's charged. Like, she ain't good to herself.
Right.
Right. Much less to be good to me if all I do is drain her. And I'm telling you, what you're doing is you opening up the door. Like, what you don't do, somebody else out there is willing to, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not a threat. That's what happens out there. And if your husband's threatening you with that, you need counseling. But I'm just saying, like, y'all, you too need counseling. He definitely should not be threatening that. But the reality is,
that's real.
The guys, especially the guys who are, how do you say, Quest? Like men who are struggling with what in the world am I doing here?
Bruh.
And then to deal with the pressure about stuff that doesn't matter. I have no intention of getting into a discussion today about stuff that actually matters. Because that's a bigger program. Like that's a much bigger program. We don't have the time for. I'm just talking about some regular everyday stuff that makes dudes crazy in the house. Yep. And that's not to mention the things that we do, all of us sometimes do to each other that matter.
Yep. And they looking for other stuff like the way he washed clothes. Like it ain't the way you wash clothes.
Why you use borax? I use what's the thing that bubbles up? What I use like why you use borax and not the OxyClean?
OxyClean.
Like I like borax. I like OxyClean. So what? I like the toilet paper roll from the bottom. I like it from the top. So what?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. The toilet paper. Yeah, that's a good one.
What? Like, and just for y'all that just, if you care to know, I'm not a classic dude. I actually am more particular than Simone is about 99% of things. So I'm just talking because I see what happens out there.
Yep.
Like to me, everything has to be logical. Everything has to be just so. I'm talking about in my mind, not practically, because I'm not crazy enough to pressure my wife. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, so I get it. There are things that you want to be a certain way.
Absolutely.
I get it. And that's the way we are. And people say, oh, somebody's opinionated. Well, everybody has an opinion. And if you didn't believe what you said, then you wouldn't talk. Like, of course you believe what you say. Of course you think it's your way because you said it, right? That just don't impose it, right? Nobody.
Yeah. I think what we failed to do in marriage is that even though the two must become one, it's a kind of funny thing. I don't see it present in anything else but only in marriage. You're two individuals, but you're individuals that become one. And I think part of becoming one is letting go the control of your spouse so that you can naturally become one. Because there's some behaviors that your spouse might have that you can adapt and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
We have to. If we don't, we are going to fail. We have to.
Here's what's so funny about it. Some of us are just so wrapped up in the way that we do things like our way is the only way. It's not.
It couldn't possibly be.
It's not.
All right, let me give you an upside down and backwards one. This is a more mature level joint. You ready for it, Quest?
Yeah.
Don't over accommodate the dude. See, it sounds like because I gave you the little light stuff, and it feels like I'm trying to say that women are pick a thing, and I couldn't possibly be saying those things, but that's how some dudes interpret what they're feeling and experiencing at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's one: don't over accommodate the dude.
I like being accommodated.
Maybe you do, but it doesn't help you grow.
No, I know what you're saying though. I'm being.
Unless you're talking about something else being accommodated, then it might. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Before we get off the rails, because we will.
You know, that's an interesting thought.
Hey, we about to go off the rails.
Okay, a word to the wise. But do not over accommodate your husband, because nobody grows that way. Because what happens is sometimes, and again, I'm gonna go up to the line before abuse, because abuse is it's just so evil, Quest. I don't even know what else to call it, right? So abuse is so evil. We're not talking about that. Your relationship is generally very, pretty good. Mm-hmm. Just a normal couple, right? Everyday couple, run-of-the-mill couple, nothing too special one way or the other, just a run-of-the-mill couple. Mm-hmm. And but it seems like, for whatever reason, ladies, you feel like this dude needs things a certain way.
Yeah.
And you're fearful. Now, this is the driver. You're fearful of not coming up to the standard of whatever it is. And then you start scuffling. And you start accommodating stuff that you think or may be real, because now you got two problems. Some of it may not even be true. And then and now you're making up stuff and behaving based on made up stuff. And then on the other hand, somebody who doesn't get challenged to a degree can't grow. So you're not his slave. So that's out the window. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to say yes to everything that the dude says. Mm-hmm. So that's out the window. And we could go down the list. So to over accommodate anyone, but in this case, we're talking about your husbands, doesn't give him a chance to grow. Like it makes him, when he goes out into to the world every day and people challenge him, makes him crazy. So and then when he comes home, it's like you back on that slave flow.
Yeah.
Not good.
It's really balance, Steve. Balance is the name of the game.
Real talk.
So you don't want to nag, but at the same time, the stuff that needs to be talked about, you want to be able to talk about those things as well.
Freely, without fear of retribution.
So how do you know? Let me just ask you this. How do you know then when you are nagging and when you are talking about something that needs to be talked about? What's the balance?
Well, I mean, just generically, nagging is to just constantly pressure somebody with your own thoughts. Mm-hmm. Constant. It's just it's like a drip. Mm-hmm. Just on the.
Yeah. So in other words, if there's something that you're doing to the relationship that's causing a rift in between the two of you, then that's a conversation that needs to be talked about. But
there's no question.
You are on top of his head because he does something one way and you do it another way, but yet still the outcome is the same, then that's nagging.
Yeah. Or even if it's stuff that's inconsequential. Let me give you an example.
Yep.
In our household, because again, I remember I told you I'm the more particular person, just almost on almost everything. So for me, I have chosen not to sweat anything that's not spiritual.
Right.
Right. I have a lot of opinions about a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. But if it's not about principle, I'm going to just defer. If Simone asks, what she does all the time, so that kind of works out. But if she's asking like, what next? What is my view? What is my opinion? What should she do? What should we do? Then I'm not going to deny her. Right. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like for me, where most people kind of have difficulty is that our opinions are so dear to us that we're willing to die on the cross for them.
Woo.
And like for me, if it's not a principle, I'm not fighting over it. I'm not even gonna go 2 rounds with it.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's where it is right there. And I think that's where a lot of the nagging comes from. When you are so stuck to your opinion. And here's the funny thing, your opinion is not fact. However, principle is fact. Why? Mm-hmm. Because it navigates through any situation. It remains the same, right?
Yeah.
And so if that's your opinion, that's just your viewpoint. My viewpoint may be different from yours. So what you're going to do, ride me out because of it?
Some people do. Yeah.
All
So
right.
let's give him some jewels in the last 4 minutes, man. You
Yep.
know, because really and truly, I know that I pick some of the stereotypical stuff, but every time I say stuff like this in the presence of people,
Mm-hmm.
dudes start quiet amening the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me means that there's a larger issue, but I'm not here to deal with that now because this is not a coaching session and this is not a seminar. It's, we can do what we can do in this program. So if we can't get past these simple little milestones, then I cannot imagine what it's like when you're dealing with big stuff in the house.
I believe, D, if we're going to give him the gems, I believe that nagging stems is a symptom of something deeper.
No doubt.
Of, I don't know, some kind of emotional trauma or whatever that you feel you got to control and you feel like you need to, because I really believe that there's a difference between the actual personality of a gorilla and one that who's experienced some kind of trauma. It may contribute to how you are already wired, but I think that there's a little bit of a difference in between the two. And I said this to someone yesterday, and I'm going to say it again today, that nagging that you're doing is causing hurt to somebody else, right? Namely your spouse. And so I want to say, get the healing that you need.
Yeah.
From the thing that cut you before you bleed all over people who did not cut you.
Yeah. Like a dude told me long ago, he said, don't charge every woman with this one woman's crime. This is before I was married, of course. Because he was hoping the best for me, like that I would grow past the issue I had with this one young lady. I'm talking about 19-year-old dude. One young lady, and I was salty about it. And he was like, do not charge all with her crime because you'll never get past it. So I think that's good counsel for both of us, our wives and us.
Yep.
So it's one of those things. Y'all thought we were going to talk about sex. Of course. I mean, but that's a given, right? It should be.
I'm trying to talk about it with Faith when she come home.
You know what?
That's all.
I think we don't have 4 minutes anymore. I think, ladies and gentlemen, this program is hereby about to close.
Faith, I love you.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and play this outro music. And of course, we can talk to you about some more stuff another time. Hopefully that you will stay focused. And yeah.
Nicole said, do we need another part to this?
We definitely do, but I'm not making no promises. Holla.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
Obama's telling everybody, go out and vote.
Don't boo. Okay, yeah. They're still on, Quest. I don't think I should get on this rail.
Don't get on the rail?
I don't want to get on this rail.
Nope, don't do it. I'm shouting everybody out, though.
Yeah.
My brethren Marcel, Oliver.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, shouts out to Oliver, man.
Hit us, man.
And Foundation, yep. He said, yep, no doubt. Get up with us, Oliver. I know he said he wanted to get up with us real soon. So yeah, man, hit us up, man. Faith of our fathers, holy name.
Keep the faith.
Yeah, no doubt. That's my boo, man. For y'all who don't know. Don't mess with my girl. No, I'm not paying. I'm glad
because I'm not paying.
I'm not paying. Jimmy Roberts, kia ora, brother. He is checking in all the way from New Zealand.
Yeah, big up.
Yep. Big up to Jimmy out there.
One of my homies is down in Australia now, man.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
O'Rourke just went to the Netherlands.
Word.
Mm-hmm. They got him on a pastor job out there. Auntie Kathy was on today. Shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? And the usual suspects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't see Frenchie today. Frenchie is out and about. Camille, shouts out to Camille. You
Yeah,
know
man.
what I'm
It's
saying?
been a minute, bro.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember, but yeah, we grew up with
Mhm.
Camille too, bro.
Yeah, man. And my girl Lisa, she stopped through today. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My boy TJ Tyus, that's his wife. Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. Ayana,
Yep.
you already know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. D, this was a good one, man. But it
Yeah.
is time for me to go and pick up the teenager. Man, let me tell you something. Can I just rant about teenagers real quick?
If you can survive whatever happens after that, sure.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about teenagers. They just think that the world just revolves around them.
Well, you
Yeah.
you are getting up and getting out, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah. One. Yeah.
You get it from some so the idea from somewhere.
Yeah. One time for the teenagers. Yep. That's all for the teenagers today. Yep. All
Yeah.
for the teenagers. As we enter.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
16, bruh. 16, D.
Well, I already know you locked and loaded for those boys, so
Oh, you already know. I don't leave the crib. As far as I'm concerned, that's draws. I don't leave the house without those. Yep. And I'm not afraid neither. Are we still live?
yes.
Oh, okay. Oops. Oops. Yeah, man. So we have this dinner coming up.
Sorry. I'll tell you the joke when you're done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have this dinner for her, man. And I asked, I said, Zoe, your girlfriends are coming over? She said yes. And she gave me this kind of look. And I was just like, who else is coming? She was like, Victor. And you know me, I'm playing dumb now. I'm like, oh, that's a nice, somebody named their daughter Victor. Wow.
Wow.
So she started laughing. I said, who is Victor? She went, it's a friend, Daddy. It's a friend, So, okay.
Is Victor 8? Like he's your little friend. You take care of him. Like you look out for him when you.
Yeah. Nah, I met him too. I met him on FaceTime. He's been very polite, sir. He served his way through. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sir, how you doing? That I don't really watch TV. There's nothing too much on TV to watch. And I said, okay. I'm gonna wear it outside my clothes when they come.
You could do that. You could do that in North Carolina.
Yeah, you can.
Word.
Yeah, you can.
Who needs a conceal?
Yeah. I mean, I have a permit if I need it, but yeah, I spoke to him very polite, but they put on that sweetness sometimes just for the parents. I'm like, you ain't nice like me, son.
Yeah. You should play basketball and you dunk on him a couple of times. Then.
Oh, just a couple of times. Just let him show. Put that body on him. This is 210, kid. Let me put this on your back real quick. Yeah, he plays ball. He plays ball too. He plays point guard for West Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing, man. Simone is glad that you're not here right now. I'm gonna let you go right here, man. Because we were in the supermarket last night, and there was two women, right, dressed up in all kind of tightness. Swear they look good, B.
And look like 10 pounds of salami in a 5 pound bag.
No. They were shaped right. That's not the point. That's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked like Halloween because they had like little weird like makeup flow. And I said, if Quest was here, I'd be like, yo, Quest, go ask her what she dressed up as.
I do it too. And get in trouble.
Because, they were looking at each other like, yo, I'm good. And I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, y'all look a mess. You look a mess. Why you got gold glitter on your nose? What is that?
You look like He-Man.
Yeah. So anyway, Simone's happy that you're not here.
Oh,
but
praise God.
I'm not.
A ram in the thicket.
All right, y'all. We gonna go now before
we get in trouble.
Let's just go.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me go get the teenager. Peace.